Sairam children, how are you all? Hope all of you are doing fine. Today we'll go ahead with a new lesson in history, and our new lesson in history is chapter 8, An Ideal Ruler. Now we have been learning about Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj in our standard 7 history. Yes, now this name has been given to you, him as an ideal ruler. Now why he has been called an ideal ruler, we'll be learning in this lesson. In today's part, we'll learn few things about why isn't called an ideal ruler. In the next part, we'll learn the remaining. Now, why he isn't called, he's called as an ideal ruler. Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Why has he been called as an ideal ruler? Let's see. First one, organizational skills. Organizational skills means the way he managed, the way he administered, the way he had organized different things in his kingdom. Yes, Maharaj's organizational skill was unparalleled, means there was no match to it. The organizational skill of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj had no match. It was excellent. With this skill, he had many brave and loyal people around him. So the skill which he had so many people helping him who were ready to risk their life for him. Yes. So these people were ready to risk their life for him as well as for Swaraj. Jiva Mahal killed. Now we'll see as to how many people had, taken the risk to fight for Swaraj as well as Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Jiva Mahal had killed Bara Sayyad during the meeting of Afzal Khan in a critical situation whereby there was Afzal Khan attacked Shivaji Maharaj. At the same time, Bara Sayyad also was present over there and he was taken care of by Jiva Mahal when Jiva Mahal killed Bara Sayyad. Then Shiva Kashid, we have learned this, how he disguised himself as Maharaj during the siege of Panhalgarh, and then he was caught, and Maharaj later on he had gone safely to Vishalgarh. Then Baji Prabhu Deshpande, who blocked the advances of the enemies on the way out to Vishalgarh. The Godkhinda, where he sacrificed himself, where he fought bravely against the soldiers of Siddhi Johar and did not give up did not lose his breath, did not die until Shivaji Maharaj had reached the fort of Vishalgarh. Then Murarbaji Deshpande, who defended the fort of Purandar. Tanaji Malusare, nothing there. So this name is so famous in history today, who sacrificed his life while conquering Sinhgarh. Hiroji Farzan and Madari Mehtar, who risked their lives during Shivaji Maharaj's escape from Agra. Kanoji Angre, who was serving Swaraj right from the beginning. So when he was very sick, Shivaji Maharaj had told him not to compromise with his health and also took care took care of him, and also all these people who were there assisting him, his associates, were taken care of Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Now, why were these people loyal to, they were brave, they were loyal to Shivaji Maharaj and Swaraj? Because of the skills, the way Shivaji Maharaj organized things for them. That way, they were impressed by him, and for that same reason, they were ready to risk their lives for him. Next is, see here we have Baji Prabhu Deshpande towards the passage of that Ghodkin. Murarbaji Deshpande. Shiva Kashid, who were disguised as Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Tanaji Malusare. Then Jiva Mahal. And Kanoji Angre. Next we have is caring for the Rayat. Yes, for his subjects. While Swaraj was being established, Shivaji Maharaj had made many enemies. He had many enemies. So there was a lot of struggle with these enemies. Now these enemies, what they used to do, they used to invade the territories of Swaraj. And this is harass these subjects of Shivaji Maharaj. So these subjects suffered due to enemy invasions. The temples were destroyed, the crops were destroyed, everything was looted. So Shivaji Maharaj took a lot of care of his subjects, because he thought that whatever he is doing Swaraj, why he wanted to establish Swaraj, expanded for the benefit of the people. At such times, Maharaj took utmost care to protect his Rayat. He had warned the Deshmukh of Rohida Valley not to fail in his duty towards the Rayat. So he had given strict warnings to the Deshmukhs and the Deshpandes as well as his soldiers as well, that they should not fail in fulfilling their duties towards his subjects. Even the soldiers also, Maharaj also saw to it the soldiers did not in any way cause any harm to the Rayat, because at that time land revenue system was also there. So they saw to it that whatever land revenue was paid, it was paid in a proper way, not to be taken more than what was required. Soldiers should not harass the people and not try to benefit themselves by harassing the people. So lot of care Shivaji and lot of you can say utmost care was taken of care of by Shivaji Maharaj. Okay. Then policy regarding the army. Yes, so Shivaji Maharaj had his infantry and the cavalry also. We have already learnt in our last lesson of history, right? So what was his policy regarding the army? Maharaj maintained strict discipline in the army. Yes, strict discipline. Lot of discipline was there in his army. Strict rules were there for the soldiers. He made arrangements to pay salaries in time to the soldiers in cash. At that time, during the medieval period, there was a there was a tradition, or you can say there was a process where the soldiers used to be get paid in terms of land. Yes, but Shivaji Maharaj stopped that practice and he made arrangements to pay soldiers salary in cash, and that also in time, so that they would be benefited from the salaries and are not pay in terms of land. Soldiers were honored for their bravery in any particular campaign. Yes, so even if a particular soldier had sacrifice, was dead in any battle, his family was taken care of by Shivaji Maharaj. Family of any deceased soldier was taken care of by Maharaj. So their maintenance, their whatever they were needed were being taken care of by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. Wounded soldiers were given treatment and enemy soldiers were also treated well. Yes, so Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj sought with that after any battle, his soldiers who were wounded, they were treated. Yes, proper treatment, medical treatment was given to them, as well as enemy soldiers who had either been captured or who surrendered. They were also treated well. If they were wounded, they were given medical treatment. So the enemy soldiers were also treated well by Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj. So all this policy regarding the army was strictly followed. Discipline was there in Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj army. He had also insisted on his soldiers not to trouble the Rayat for their own benefit. There were strict orders being given to them. Whatever wealth was being accumulated, or if they go on a campaign, for example, if they gone to the Surat campaign, so the soldiers were instructed not to keep that wealth for themselves. It would go to the treasury of the state, which would be helped, that would be utilized for the benefit of the Rayat. So not for personal benefit, but for the benefit of the Rayat. Okay, so that is why. So because of these things, Chhatrapati Shivaji Maharaj is called as an ideal ruler. The way he treated his associates, he took care of his associates. It was like though he was, they were helping him, had helped him in establishment of Swaraj, Shivaji Maharaj did not turn a blind eye towards what was needed by them and what was not needed by them. He saw to it that whatever help he could provide, whatever assistance he could provide, whatever things he could organize for his associates, he had done it. Yes, also for caring for his Rayat, whereby his subjects who were harassed by the invasions of his enemies at such important times, crucial times, Shivaji Maharaj gave them support. Also, the Deshpandes, the Deshmukhs, all those Vatandars were also warned, were also instructed as not to harass the people for money or for any other thing, otherwise they would be punished. Even his soldiers were given strict instructions not to trouble the people. And regarding the army also, strict discipline is an army. It's payment in salary in cash on time. Soldiers were honored for their bravery in any particular campaign or any battle which they had won. Deceased soldiers' family was taken care of. Wounded soldiers were given proper medical treatment. Not only of his army, but also enemy soldiers were also treated well by Shivaji Maharaj. Fine. So this is what we have in our first session today. In our next session, we'll be learning about the remaining part of the lesson. So till then, go through this part once again, understand it, and we'll be meeting once again with the second part of this lesson, which an ideal ruler. Till then, Stay safe. Have a good day, children. Sai Ram.